I'm Toni Kae Watson Grant, soon to be Mark. I am a 23-year-old accountant. I was born in Jamaica, and I've lived in New Jersey and then Georgia. Been here for about 14 to 15 years, and I attend the Austell Grandview SDA Church.
My name is Jared Mark. I'm currently soon to be wed. I'm a bachelor, and I'm excited. More about me. I grew up in the island of Trinidad and Tobago. I was born in Port of Spain in 1993. It's not that long ago. It was right the other day. Moved over to Miami in 2001. Then moved to New York in 2007. Then moved back to Georgia in 2017 I moved to Georgia. And then I started to get active in the church, and I met this lovely, beautiful woman.
So I used to be on the praise team, and so when I graduated college, I started being on the praise team again. And when I got back to church, there was this dude who had come there, I guess, while I was away. And at one point, our old, what do you call him? Like praise team director left, so he took up that role. And I guess I kind of also co-assisted him, so that just helped to like grow our friendship and grow our relationship.
I met Toni Kae. Well, I first saw her she walked in a Sabbath, and I was on the praise team. And then when I saw her walk in, you just see time slow down, and then I just looking at her, I'm like, who's that woman? I've seen many people, but when she walked in the room, I'm telling you, everything stood still. And you just saw her walking so gracefully, coming in. And then she sat next to her mother, and I'm like, wow, who's that? Who's that beautiful model there? And my eyes couldn't stop looking at her. She said I always, my eyes always used to gravitate to her. And in psychology, your eyes always look at something that's either pleasurable, either something that's desired, or something that's a threat. But yeah, that's how I first saw her. That's when I first saw her.
Definitely his personality. Like if you've ever met Geran, you know that there's a certain aura he has, and he just exudes this positive, loving, just this happy vibe that he has. That's what attracted me to him.
At first it was awkward, I'll be honest, because I can be an awkward person. It developed into a friendship, and she joined the praise team, and little by little I just was talking to her here and there, and she saw I'm not that crazy of a person. I'm not a creep. I'm not a creep. I'm not awkward, and she saw the actual person that I am, and then we just started to talk, and we had a friendship going. I gave her a little friendship plant, and she was like, a friendship plant? And I'm like, yeah, this is a little friendship plant, just take care of it, water it. This is like a symbol of our friendship. And then we started to go on dates and started to talk more and more, and found out that we had a lot in common. Yeah.
Our favorite pastime together, I'm gonna say it's between cooking and watching movies, but I'm gonna say watching movies because we always have little insiders from movies that we'll use for months to come. So I like watching movies and shows with him.
My favorite pastime together. We went jet skiing one time, and when we went jet skiing, she was the one driving, so she just kept pressing that throttle, and I almost fall off. So that it was such a thrill, it was such a ride, and it was so much fun. And I almost fell off and fell in that sea in the middle of the ocean. Huh?
our backgrounds, our upbringings, easily. Like, it's crazy. We both were born in a different country, a Caribbean country, and then moved to the United States at the same age. So even though we're different ages, we moved to America at the age of 7. And we both lived in the North and the South. We actually have a lot of like crazy parallel similarities like that. We both have the same hobbies and beliefs, and at the same time, I would say I'm more, I just like more womanly things, and he likes more manly things. Like, he likes keeping up with current events. That's something we have that differs. He's really into like technology, and while I think it's cool that he's into technology, not on the same page with that. But I think that everything that we differ in, or our differences, definitely bring us together more.
In common, we both grew up in the same kind of household. Our parents are both from the islands. We both have the same values. We both Seventh-day Adventists. We both like pineapple pizza. You know, I found out in one of the VBS. He was like, "Oh, I like pineapple pizza." I'm like, "What? Me too." And she was like, "Yeah." Our names are similar. Toni Kae, Geran. Toni Kae, half a dad's name, half a mom's name. Geran, half my dad's name, half my mom's name. Can you believe that? What else we have in common? We both like to go out and have fun. We both like to eat. We both like to sleep. You know, we have a lot in common. I think we were done a list one time, like we were just going through it one by one, all the similarities we have. We both like the color blue, but things that bond us, things that keep us together is our root, our foundation in God.
What's my favorite thing about him? It's funny. My favorite thing about him is actually my least favorite thing about him. He's a joker. Like, he'll just talk, right? And it's like pure jokes. But the thing is, he always has me laughing. Like, I was in my room one day, just like talking with him, and I realized like how much I was laughing. Like every minute, like I was laughing, and I would like think back to a year prior to that and like what my life was like, and it's just not the same. He brings so much joy and laughter to my life, but at the same time, the man talks so much foolishness. Oh my gosh, it's like, okay, Jared, all right, Jared. But yeah, that's my favorite thing about him.
My absolute favorite thing about Toni Kae is her smile, and the way that you see the light just reflects in her eyes. And when she just smiles, like, time still slows down, you know? Sometimes when she being difficult, you know, she smiles, and then you see the time just slow down, and I'm like, oh, look at Toni Kae, the same Toni Kae that I love. Yeah. That's my favorite thing.
Oh, okay. Our last fight, we had the stupidest fights. So, there's this, there's the bathroom, right? He was hoping to clean the bathroom, and he cleaned it, and he put the mats back, and I just like kindly told him like, hey, if you do this again, this is where the mat goes. And then he had like an explanation. And like I didn't need an explanation. I didn't need anything back. I was just like, hey, thank you. If you do this again, this is where this goes. Then he was like, oh yes, but 2 months ago, before we had that other mat, this is where the mat was. Like, why are you saying this to me? This is not helping me. So we had a little tisk about that, and I just had to walk away. And then literally 30 seconds later, he came in the room and was like, so you ready to pray now? And then that was that. That's pretty much how all of our fights go. We like argue about stupid stuff, and then 30 seconds later, it's all good. What's something that you know about Toni Kae that nobody else knows?
What's something I know about Toni Kae that nobody else knows? She used to dance in her room and nobody used to be looking, and she said that, she just used to do these awkward dances, and that's one thing I know. Yeah. And she likes to be, she's extremely playful. Extremely playful. That's one thing I know about her that no one else really knows.
All right, thank you. Any last words? Anything else you want to say?
Any last words? What? I'm not gonna be able to talk again? Any last words? It's amazing how when you pray and when you ask for something, God actually does it down to the little tittle. Down to the tittle. Like the little tittle above Toni Kae's name, up above the T, the lowercase T, yeah. Okay. And the I, yeah. Okay.
Something about Geran that nobody else knows. He's actually a really confident person. I feel like if you don't know him or if you hear him talk sometimes, he might like stutter or lisp or whatever. He's always in his head. He's always like thinking about stuff, and he does stuff intentionally, I would say. But he's actually very confident in what he believes in and who he is, and I think that's very attractive. Yeah.
Okay, that concludes the interview. Do you have anything else you want to add?
Anything else I want to add? I would say that I'm excited to marry Mr. Mark. I'm excited to be his wife and excited for our long, long future together. Thank you.
Thank you.